Oh.
All right, if it's floating around the net and it's funny, chances are it came from something awful. And today I'm joined by one of the main perpetrators, writer David Thorpe. Excuse me, Dr. David Thorpe, correct?
It's a pleasure to be here, Kenneth.
It's Kevin, and it's a pleasure to have you here. I'm a big fan of your site, David.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that.
So for those who are uninitiated, the somethingawful.com, it's been around for a little while. It's a website on the internet.
Yeah, you could say that. I guess you would be right about that.
Yeah.
Internet, yeah.
It is on the World Wide Web, freely available.
Well, if you want to join the forums, you have to pay about $80 a month.
Oh.
But you can browse the site for free, yeah.
All right, so if people are browsing the site, what are they going to find? What is Something Awful all about?
Pop-ups, pop-unders, flash ads,
Nice.
porn ads with sound.
Right. Full screen flash ads?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Good.
It's going to take a while for you to find any content in the site. Often there is none. So
Great.
if you like pop-ups, though, it's a huge depository of pop-ups.
Now, the internet used to not be filled with so many pop-ups. Was there a time when Something Awful wasn't completely cluttered with useless crap?
Well, it started in about 1999 as a monster truck rally newsletter, and it was pretty popular. A guy named Lotax did it in his basement and distributed it to his friends, but it got slightly less highbrow since then, so nowadays it's, I don't know, the humor's a little sort of juvenile. You
Right.
know? It's not, people don't like it. You know what I mean?
No, understandable. It's
Yeah.
not popular.
No, it's not popular. People don't like it. It's
Right.
not original.
All right.
We steal most of our content from a guy named Maddox.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The best page in the universe or something like that. Or so
Yeah,
he says.
yeah, most of it is stolen from him.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned the forums. People actually pay to use a message board on the internet?
They pay ridiculous amounts of money for what amounts to nothing.
Wow. Now,
Yeah.
why would any goon want to do that?
Well, I guess it's sort of like, I guess you could call it the legitimate front for a cult, and they promise you eternal salvation.
Join us right there. I mean, it's telling you.
It's pretty transparent
And-
that it's just basically a cult.
You'll clearly follow any man that looks like that.
Yes, that's actually him before the incarceration.
Yeah. Oh, so he's currently locked up.
He is locked up. He is in jail for selling prescription drugs over the internet, which used to be what the site was about before the FBI kind of put the nix on that whole thing.
They tend to squash the fun, David.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun getting Valium from them. That's why I'm called Dr. David Thorpe, in fact, is because they decided that they needed somebody with the title doctor. Even though I'm not actually a medical doctor, they decided to
Oh, nice.
to pretend that I was one.
Good. Now, something else, you guys, the interesting thing about the forums, even for the people that pay, is that you guys are, I almost see the Something Awful crowd as trendsetters. Like, they influence a good population, or a good portion of the internet. All your base really is kind of credited to Something Awful. Even Goatsy, everything, they kind of gear it towards Something Awful. I mean, is that
anything that's sort of played out and kind of uncool about the internet, things that have been around for a long time and everybody hates them by now and the joke is dead, Something Awful is still beating that dead horse, like all your base jokes all the time on Something Awful.
Great.
Yeah, Goatsy jokes all the time. If people don't know what Goatsy is, it's a photo of a man sort of elaborately manipulating himself in a really strange way. So
Yeah, that's one way to describe the Goatsy. Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. It's a fun little site, but
So now you're not an actual doctor, but you play one on the internet.
Yeah.
What do you do for Something Awful? You write columns about bands that suck and about bad fashion?
yeah, basically, my homeboy Zach and I write a thing called Fashion SWAT every couple of weeks, where we sort of make fun of old clothes. We get pictures from all over, old clothes that are strange, We had some strange Japanese fashions a while ago. Basically, they're really ridiculous clothes on the surface, and making fun of them is like shooting fish in a barrel. There's nothing particularly interesting or innovative about it, but it's what we do,
It's where you get your kicks.
Yeah, we get our cheap laughs that way, cheap juvenile laughs.
All right, David, thanks for coming on the show. It's
Thank
great
you very
having
much, Ken.
Folks, for more information on Something Awful, just enter somethingawful.com into your browser's address bar and press enter, and you'll be taken to that magical and disturbing land.
Actually, somethingIsAwful.com.
SomethingIsAwful.com. All right, hey, coming up next, we've got the attack of the show equivalent of a cage match. In this corner, wearing the bedazzled shorts and diamond-encrusted gloves, is Sarah's Damn Good Download. And in the other corner, wearing half a pair of Speedos and muttering to itself, is it came from eBay. They're coming out swinging right after this.
All right, people, we all know